think them they say cool runnings, I know Dancehall good night, something like that. It's about to be cool runnings for the Jamaica Bobsled team. Back on the ice again after 24 years. So Jamaica, we've qualified for 3 bobsled events in the upcoming Beijing Winter Olympics, which starts next week, including the 4-man bobsled team, 3 of which are zooming in with us: Jasmine Finlayter Victorian, Shanwayne Stevens, and Rolando Reed. I think I figure out who is Jasmine. Well, no, I know who is Rolando now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. Happy New Year. Hope all is well with you guys, and congratulations.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Jasmine, I'm going to start with you, okay? It does look like you're brighter than them other 2 men they went to sit down with you. I tease it. How does this feel, Jasmine? How does this feel? You're a Winter Olympics. A Jamaican in the Winter Olympics is a movie by itself. But how does this feel?
It's amazing. The team and I, we've been working hard. People forget that it's a 4-year journey and that we compete every season to qualify. And nothing is guaranteed, especially in these times of COVID. So we've had to overcome a lot of obstacles, but we're so proud to be able to represent the black, green, and gold and do our best in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, congrats again. Shanwayne, why bobsleigh? Why cold weather? Why Winter Olympics? And you could have go play football and go to the World Cup. You could have play cricket. Why? Explain to me, Shanwayne, why?
Yeah, why not? It's like, why not? Winter sports is very challenging, and I like to challenge myself. And it's one of them things where you have to be mentally and physically robust to do the sport. And I think everybody in the sport, in the team, are very mentally and physically robust people. And it takes a strong team to obviously achieve what we have achieved, and it's been fantastic what we've achieved this year.
Yeah, and congrats again. Rolando, what is your role? It's 4-man. I'm speaking with 3. I don't know who is missing, but what, you have a driver, you have someone who push it and jump in. What is your role, Rolando?
So I'm what they call a brakeman. In the 4-man, I sit behind the pilot in the 4-man sled. So that's my role. Push, jump in, sit, enjoy the ride. Take off the sled off of the truck when it's done.
So it seems like it's you do all of the work. So you push, you jump in, you do all kinds of stuff. It's you do all of the work.
There's some of the work.
Why bobsleigh in the first? And it's bobsleigh, and you work in a bobsled. Am I right?
Yes.
So the competition is bobsleigh.
Bobsled too. You can call it that. It's referred to as that.
Okay.
Bobsled.
But why?
Yeah.
Why did you want to be a part of this?
Well, let's say one door was closed in track and field and the Olympic dream. So my brother told me, look, you're fast, you're strong. Why not try this sport? You'll be suitable for it. So I took part in the tryouts in 2019 and came out on top. And from then, I just took on this journey.
Okay, fantastic. Jasmine, and I'm serious when I ask this, is this a dangerous sport?
I think it's like anything else. People drive NASCARs back home. Everyone's on their bikes in the streets. The likelihood of getting injured, you're more likely to get in a car accident. But at the same time, we do go up to 90 plus miles per hour in less than a minute. Crashing is part of the sport. There are dangers like anything else, and we're aware of that and take safety precautions. And the International Bobsled and Skeleton Federation also has a lot of things in place to keep us as safe as possible. But our sport, you got to be checked in mentally and physically all the time, and that's just part of the sport. And that's why, like Shan said, there's a different breed of us
Yeah.
who do this in the winter and the type of sport that we do.
Did you say 90 miles an hour in less than a minute?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's a Ferrari. Wow.
Shanwayne, cost almost as much.
Shanwayne, where are we in the world? How good are we? How might we do, you think? Because I know on the day, anything can happen. So you might be number 1 in the world and it doesn't go so right at the start and we're not there where we're supposed to be. But how good are we?
No, definitely. Like my mom always says, the ball's always round in anything in sport. But yeah, the team has been doing extremely well this season. We've actually outperformed our expectations as well, which is always a good thing. But one thing we can guarantee is that the team is going to go out there and give it 100%. Like you said, depending on when we go out, anything can happen. But it was one thing I can guarantee is that we will give it 100% representing Jamaica.
I'll stay with you, Shanway. All things being equal, can we podium?
Like we said, the ball's always around. Anything's possible. But we managed to podium in North America this season. So why not aim high and go for a podium in the Olympics? Why not?
Rolando, how do you train? Do you train locally? And if so, what do? You just push something down a hill and jump on it? How do you train?
I do train locally, and it's bits and pieces. Bobsleigh there's no one way to train for this sport. And for me, particularly, I train at GC Foster at the push practice there. We have a little setup with a sled. Thanks to Mr. Wilson, of course. Mm-hmm. I also train at the Constant Spring Express Fitness, mm-hmm. and sometimes at Excelsior High School.
Okay.
So it's a mixture of running, lifting, and pushing a sled.
Yeah. Jasmine and Shanwayne said it right. So anything can happen. But who would be the major people who, if we want to get on the podium, who we have to beat here?
Some of the big nations. We're going against some studs, Team USA, Team Russia, Team Canada, Team Germany. Those are really your top four that are usually gunning for medals. They have a deep field, so usually there's more than one sled for their team. So, for example, we've qualified one men's team. They have three.
Wow.
We've qualified one women's team. They were able to qualify 2 to 3. So wow. They're pretty stacked. They have money, they've got equipment, they've got facilities. So we do our best and we hold our own, but those are the big horses. But I think, we're in the running always. And for us to qualify under circumstances that we have, that's a huge feat in itself. So I wouldn't count us out. We're just the dark horse.
Fantastic. Final question goes to Shanwayne. I know it will be shown locally. When do you perform? And do you? Well, we can work out the time, but what days do you perform? Or dates?
Oh yeah. So the two-man event is on the 14th and 15th of February, and the four-man event is on the 19th and 20th of February.
All right. Good luck to you guys. Stay safe. God bless you, and just do your best. I kind of feel you going podium. Just do your best. And when you podium, just say, so that brown man on television, they tell me that we are going to podium. Look after yourself. God bless everyone. 3/4 of the Jamaica Bobsled team. Wow. Jasmine Finlayton, Victorian.
Thanks, everyone.
Shanway Stevens and Rolando Reed. It is our pleasure to have you. God bless. All right, News in 5, the second edition, comes up right now. Stay with us, please.